Welcome to the CPA Joint. Today's topic, what is accounting? Our lesson overview for today, what is accounting? Who uses accounting information? The difference in accounting and bookkeeping, and the different accounting fields. So what is accounting? It's a systematic process of tracking and maintaining financial records. This tracking and maintaining of financial records is used to assist those in business to make sound financial decisions. There are three main activities involved in the accounting process. First, we have the identification process. This is where we identify and select economic events, or as we sometimes refer to in accounting as transactions. Next, we have the recording process. This is where information, economic events, transactions are classified and summarized. And finally, we have the communication process. This is where transactions are presented in a format that can be analyzed and interpreted by the end users. So who uses accounting data? Accounting communicates financial information about a business. As such, there are both internal users and external users. For the internal users, these are those that are within the organization, such as the owners, officers, or other decision makers. Other decision makers could be, for example, in a not-for-profit organization, the board of directors. The external users are further divided into two different parties. These are those outside the organization that may have a vested interest in the organization being financially sound. Those with a direct interest could be investors. Those are people that may have invested in a company for startup. Maybe they gave them capital as a loan. And also creditors. Maybe they have vendors that they use every month and they owe some money. They have a direct interest in the organization being financially sound so that they could be repaid. The indirect end users are those, for example, the taxing authority, the government. They want to make sure that the organization will be able to pay their taxes. Also, regulatory agencies. If it's a not-for-profit that gets grant, and as a part of getting the grant, they need to abide by certain rules and principles, then the regulatory agencies are interested in making sure that they are using the monies that they receive in a financially sound way. The difference in accounting and bookkeeping. A lot of times, accounting and bookkeeping is used interchangeably. However, there are two different functions. The accounting function includes the bookkeeping function. However, the accounting involves a lot more than just bookkeeping. Bookkeeping only involves the process of recording. Remember earlier we went through that accounting involves three processes: identification, recording, and communication, while bookkeeping only involves recording. So, there are three major fields in the accounting profession. We have public accounting. Most times you will hear accountants refer to, oh, I work in public accounting. These are major CPA firms that has mainly CPAs as staff. Obviously, there will be others that are not CPAs, but in order to issue a financial statement, one has to be a CPA. So when you talk about public accounting, we're talking about those accounting professions such as CPAs who provide expert service to the public. And those services include audits, tax, and other consulting services. Next, we have private accounting. And these are accounting professionals that are in the business enterprise. And they provide services such as budgeting, tax as well, and general accounting services. And finally, the third major field in accounting would be not-for-profit accounting. And these are accounting professionals who work for not-for-profit organizations that might receive grants from the government, also schools, hospitals, and also local, state, and federal government. So let's recap today's lesson. Accounting provides information for economic events or transactions in a useful format for users that assists them in making important business decisions. Both individuals and businesses use accounting. These users can be internal or external stakeholders. Bookkeeping is an important part of the accounting process. However, accounting goes beyond bookkeeping and includes analyzing and presenting transactions recorded in the bookkeeping process in a format that is meaningful to stakeholders. And finally, there are several fields in the accounting profession. Three major fields are public accounting, private accounting, and not-for-profit accounting. We thank you for joining us today. Please, if you have any questions or feedback on this lesson, you may visit us at www.thecpajoint.com or send us an email at info@thecpajoint.com. Please check back soon where we'll have more lessons for you on accounting and business concepts. Thank you.